So the first thing I would do is like I would make sure principals have more time and
Mm,
flexibility to give feedback to teachers and be
mm,
intentional with their feedback. Because I'm gracious enough to be in a public charter school where feedback drives everything. So
mm,
that's already implemented in our heart and soul of what we do. I know that there's the majority of public schools, they don't do that.
true.
They might see their principal maybe 2 times,
Yeah.
and may not see a coach or anything. So you mean to
Mm-hmm.
tell me if I'm doing something wrong, you're gonna let me do it wrong all year? That to me, that's wild.
Yeah.
So I think across the board, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what kind of private, public charter, public school, there needs to be more feedback to teachers or leader to leader, right? There needs
Yeah.
to be more feedback given so that way it's positively affecting the kids all the way around. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I would add and keep going is that I think us being forced to be virtual like this has saved time. It might be a little bit more expensive on the front end,
Mm-hmm.
but it saves time in other ways for kids and for teachers, right? So if I can be on a staff meeting at home, like I can leave the building at 1:30,
Mm-hmm.
2 o'clock, depending on what your schedule looks like,
Mm-hmm.
and I can get on a staff meeting at home
Mm-hmm.
instead of staying at school or choose, right?
Choosing. Yeah.
Or like I can do a hybrid schedule and teach my master level kids virtually because they can handle it and they know what to
Mm-hmm.
do and be more one-on-one with my like this technology game has been great. Is it a headache to teach, especially like in elementary?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But if we schedule in time to teach and make them, proficient and really good at that stuff in the
Mm.
beginning, right? I think this whole tech thing could be a game changer.
Game changer. I
I really
agree.
do.
I agree.
So I really hope like funding can still be continued to be poured in for this.
Mm-hmm.
Like tech for one-on-one, like that was a great attempt to close the equity and equality gap.
Mm-hmm.
Like great attempt. Let's keep that up, right?
Yeah.
Um, Hopefully that's something we can keep doing. Something I would take away is I would take away corporations making state assessments.
Mm.
One thing I've learned is that these people in these offices, majority of them are not teachers. And you tell me a teacher is not making an assessment that can determine if a fifth or eighth grader can pass and go to the next section of their life,
Doesn't make sense.
that doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
It would to me, my greatest solution would be an educator would receive some kind of stipend or it's a whole nother job to create these tests, right? And from those tests, that's what we use to determine our state assessments and children passing
Mm.
and whatnot. Because it just baffles me how a corporation can make these tests and they're not educators.
Nope. Wow.